Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 5th of May. We're having Chris Yun's funeral, a wonderful minister, faithful servant of the Lord, and great evangelist. And the church grounds are full of people and noise and preparation. So in my study for the Mull today. And interestingly, with this funeral coming up today, Murray McShane had us reading Psalm 49, which looks at our mortality. And in verse 10 it says, "For all can see that the wise die, that the foolish and the senseless also perish, leaving their wealth to others. Their tombs will remain their houses forever, their dwellings for endless generations, though they had named lands after themselves." And it's one of the facts of a funeral. It's at a funeral that you suddenly realize what mortality is. And it doesn't matter what a person has done, you take nothing with you. As you enter the world, so you depart. And whether you had just eked out an existence, or whether you were one of the richest people in the world and there were all sorts of universities and countries, and no matter what was named after you, that stays here. You take nothing with you. And today, as we think of funerals, and I think of Chris, he has a legacy that he's invested in heaven by serving God. He's walked with Christ for most of his life. He's been a faithful servant for years. And so he hasn't got a great wealth. He hasn't had lands named after him, but he has served God. And therefore, he's invested in his eternity. And that's always a challenge to us, that we live our lives well, but we always remember this is temporary. Heaven is eternal. And we have to have heaven in view in all that we do every day. So be encouraged that God loves you. He's calling you, wanting you to join him in heaven. He wants you to be there for eternity. And our focus needs to be there. Live well, but always make sure that we're living for eternity primarily. Know that, be encouraged, be challenged, and be blessed.